Hi, folks. This is Matthew Carey, Superintendent Schools here at Mercer County Technical Schools, and welcome to another episode of the Superintendent's View. I'm really excited to bring to you today our principal of our evening program and our director of special education, Mr. Ryan Haimer. We'll also be taking you on a tour of the Assunpink campus to talk to some students about how their year's been going so far. And then lastly, we'll be giving you some highlights from our fall festival that occurred during the month of October. October was a really exciting month for our schools. We hosted a counselor's breakfast, and we also hosted our partnership breakfast. Both of them were under a Oktoberfest theme, which was amazing. Our students from our culinary program, our graphic arts program, our grounds program just made the campus look amazing, hosted all our guests. Just so proud as superintendent of schools to be able to showcase all the amazing things that our students do and our staff as well. So with that, let's get started on our next episode of the Superintendent's View. Hi, folks. Excited to bring Mr. Ryan Haimer onto the show. Ryan is the newest administrator in our district. Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
Great. So you've been here now, what, about 2.5 months?
Just about 2.5.
So why don't you tell me some of the things that you're seeing in the school? Obviously, you're holding two positions here as our principal of the evening school and our director of special education.
Sure. Well, this position is really a culmination of all my experiences professionally woven together. So I was really excited to come on board. My adult evening position, I've just been extremely amazed at the work and the efforts that our instructors put into the programs. We have HVAC, plumbing, electrical, cosmetology, welding, as you know. We partner with a lot of local communities. We have great partnerships, and that's what really makes our program strong is our partnerships with the local Carpenters Union. Princeton Plasma has apprenticeships for us, as well as a lot of local organizations and agencies in the Trenton area.
That's great. The evening school is something that's been around for a long time here at Mercer County Technical Schools, and it's kind of gone in an ebb and flow, meaning that the enrollment was high at one point, and then it's gotten pretty low in the last couple of years. One of the things that's amazing is I have to report this each month, and we've already doubled our enrollment since you came on board. And I'd like to credit you with that and all your work with our partners. But why don't you talk a little bit about what your goals are for the adult evening school, as you go into a 3-year plan here?
Sure. We always focus on the vision with the district, moving ahead, looking at the workforce in the future. But a big part of what we do now is sustaining what we have, making sure our programs are fully functional, that we provide our adult learners with the opportunities to go out in the workforce, whether it's a job, in electrical or welding, or even bringing in new programs such as a home health aide, possible, real estate, things that someone from the outside can come into our school, walk away with something that could help them right away. So we do focus and we look for the vision of the future, but we're also focusing on the here and now.
That's great. And we also partner with Mercer County Community College quite a bit as well.
Exactly. We have a great partnership with them, and that's what makes our school very special is our collaborative efforts with outside agencies, and we're always welcoming and encouraging, organizations, local businesses to reach out to us as well.
Mm-hmm. That's great. And I also know you've been doing some grant hunting as well to bring in, the best resources for our students, our adult students when they come in. So the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is special education. You bring a very vast, background in the field of special education. So before we actually talk about here, why don't you tell the folks out there a little bit about your background in the field of special education?
Sure. I started out, I graduated from the University of Rhode Island in 1994. I got my first teaching job in New Brunswick, New Jersey in 2000. And back then, teaching jobs were very hard to come by. And
they were.
I still remember the day I got hired. And I was blessed with an amazing mentor that really helped start my career. And I became an integral part of that school. And I was asked to become, because of my teaching style and the different type of adaptions that I made for the learning needs in that school, I became part of the IRS team. Mm-hmm. And being part of that team, kind of, addressing students' needs, whether it's emotional, behavioral learning, it really opened my eyes to special education. I went back to school for my master's in special education at Caldwell College. And that's when the passion that was my calling. And, I started learning about obviously different disabilities, different ways that I could meet students' needs. And there was a quote by Temple Grandin that always sticks with me is different, but not less. And, that passion I pursued. I've worked in a variety of settings, self-contained, resource, inclusion. I've worked in North Carolina as an exceptional children's teacher, as well as New Jersey as a special education teacher. And it's just the terminology has changed, but when you adapt your learning and teaching style to meet students' needs, that's differentiation. It's just something that, with my own personality, I have a lot of patience, but it's more than patience. It's high expectations. It's holding students accountable. And it's just been, when I look back, and that's a great question, I have so many great memories of the students that I taught. And even to this day, nothing is better. And as you know, is receiving a thank you from a former student. You were my favorite teacher, or thank you for this. So special education, it's a big part of my heart. And it also has prepared me to become even the adult evening principal, because it's the same type of philosophy. It's helping others. It's wanting the best for them to reach their full potential. And even the adult learning, it's hands-on. And 75% of what we learn is from hands-on learning. So everything is just coupled together so nicely in my career. And I'm just, again, thankful for being here and part of Mercer County Technical School.
Absolutely. And we're really lucky to have you. And you do have such an extensive background. One of the most important things you can do for students with special needs is to teach them a skill. And that's our CTE programs, career and technical education. Talk to us a little bit about some of the things that you've been looking at as far as putting things in place to help students so that they can be successful in their shop areas.
Sure. Nothing is as good or as effective as the teachers that we have in Mercer County Technical Schools. And when I walk through the buildings and I see the learning process and I see active learning and student engagement, when I go into the shops and I see that interaction, I see the hands-on, I see the modeling, I see all these effective teaching strategies in place. So that's one thing that, and I coordinate and collaborate with the building principals that we have at both campuses. And it is remarkable to see that take place. It also, with that, you do need supports, resources, interventions. I am in the process of looking at different interventions to help build upon the teacher as well, to help some of our student population. There are different programs that I am looking to implement come the next year.
That's great. Yeah. Well, Ryan, we are so lucky to have you here at Mercer County Technical Schools, and I'm really lucky to work with somebody such as yourself. So welcome to our team, and good luck with the rest of your school year.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, folks. I'm here at the Health Sciences Academy at the Assunpink campus with one of our students, Layla Graham.
Hi, very nice to meet you guys. I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much.
It's great to have you here, and thanks for agreeing to be on the show.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you come from, and what made you decide to come to Mercer County Technical Schools?
So my home school is Trenton Central High School. I live out West Trenton, so just to let you know. I went to Foundation Academy Charter School. I grew up at Sprout State for elementary school. And yeah, that's about it.
That's great. Well, thanks for choosing our school, because we are a school of choice.
Thank you.
What made you decide to choose to come to Mercer County Technical Schools? What was it about us that attracted you?
So I do want to be an obstetrician in a few years. And I also wanted to be a veterinarian. So with that being said, I also babysit. So I also have to learn CPR and things of that nature.
That's great. And being in a class with so many different students, they come from all over Mercer County. Mm-hmm. How has that been for you, getting to meet new people?
It's been great, honestly. We all support each other throughout anything. Little mistakes, we all bring each other back up and things like that.
That's great. And if you had a chance to give a little bit of advice to any 8th graders who might be deciding on whether they want to come to our program, what might you say to them?
Honestly, have faith in yourself. Do not doubt yourself at all, because here we respect each other. We encourage each other to do what we want to do and things like that.
That is awesome advice, and thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
And best of luck with the rest of the school year.
Thank you.
Hi, folks. Matt Carey here. I'm at the Diesel Mechanics CTE program at the Assunpink School, and I'm here with Jeremiah and Luke. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to have you here. So why don't you tell me a little bit about, yourselves? What district do you come from, and what made you decide to come to Mercer County Technical Schools?
I'm from Hamilton. I go to Hamilton High West. I came here to this specific class because I grew up around trucks.
Okay.
And my dad's a truck driver, so I've been around diesel engines a lot.
Great. So it was something you've been interested in your whole life.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And your dad's in the field, so you can kind of follow in the family business. My dad's actually was a superintendent, so I get what you're saying about the family business. How about you, Luke? What brought you here?
I'm from Hopewell Valley Central High School. I came here because I'm taking over my family's farm in the future.
Oh, nice.
So I thought it would be helpful to know basics of diesel.
Absolutely. A lot of the equipment on the farm is run by diesel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Outstanding. So I know you guys were just finishing up taking some testing. Tell me a little bit about how that goes. What's the testing that you take?
We just finished up ASE testing, which is a lot of fun.
Right.
A lot of fun tests.
I think you're being a little sarcastic, aren't you?
Yeah. It's nice to have that stuff because when you apply for a job,
right,
it gets your foot in.
Yeah, that's one of the really most important things about what we do here in our programs is that we ensure when our students leave us that they're certified to go right into the workforce. So even though we joke and say, testing's not fun, it's really an important part of what we do. And in the shop itself, it's what prepares you to get these, these certifications. So Jeremiah, if you were going to give some advice to a prospective student who was thinking about coming to our diesel program, what might you say to them?
If you don't know what it does, don't touch it.
Yeah, there you go. That's good advice. Well, thanks for being on the show, guys. I really appreciate it, and I want to wish you the best of luck with the rest of the school year.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, folks. I'm here at the pre-nursing program with Rebecca O'Brien, one of our students. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
It's nice to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about yourself. What district do you come from, and how long have you been in the program?
I come from Hamilton. I'm in 11th grade, and I've been in this program for about 2 months.
Okay, great. So you're just getting started. What made you interested in getting into our pre-nursing program?
I had spinal surgery, and the nurses made me feel inspired.
Oh, that's great. So you're looking to follow in their path and do the same types of things that they do.
Yeah.
Is there a particular type of nursing that you're interested in, or at this point are you looking at, the whole entire field and then going to make a decision?
I know I want to work with little kids in a hospital.
Right. So pediatrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So I saw that you had a full class full of students. Are you enjoying the camaraderie of the other students in the class?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to meet people from other districts. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. All right. So, well, I really appreciate you being on our show, and thank you for, agreeing to interview with us. And good luck with the rest of your year. And looking forward to seeing your progress.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, folks. I'm here at the HVAC-R shop with Ian. Welcome to the show, Ian.
Hi.
Yeah. So, first off, why don't you tell us what HVAC-R stands for?
HVAC-R stands for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration.
Outstanding. That's a lot of things to work on in one shop, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where are you from, and what made you decide to come to Mercer County Technical Schools?
I normally go to West Windsor, Plainsboro, and I normally didn't really know what I was going to do as an adult for a job, but I was good with my hands. I generally liked logic thinking more than just math and bookwork and stuff, so I decided to look into trades, and this one seemed the most interesting to me.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity for work, after graduation.
Yeah, make a lot of money.
Absolutely. A lot of money in this field. So why don't you, tell us a little bit about, your position as the safety foreman for the district?
We had a little thing where the whole class voted on 2 different leaders or foremen to generally manage certain things. We had one person who was elected to manage all the tools and things, and I was elected to manage safety, which means I make sure everybody wears their safety goggles. I make sure people plug things in when they're supervised. I make sure that, we clean up right and everything's clean and good. that's essentially just what I do.
Absolutely. I mean, besides learning the content area, it's very important that you are aware of safety on the job, because that's a very important aspect.
Yeah.
Of, working with electrical and all the other things that go into it. So if I were to ask you to give some advice to a prospective student, somebody who was looking at coming to our program, what would that advice be?
I'd say I have nothing but positive experiences. It's been great. Some people may tell you, oh, the math's real hard. The math's not that bad. Mm-hmm. It's pretty intuitive. You pick it up real quick. The teacher's awesome. Mr. Geisz is fantastic. There's flexible due dates. It's not hard cut, locked down.
Right.
It's very flexible, and it's just a great program overall. I highly recommend it.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for being on the show today, and I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I'm here with Mr. Geisz, and he is going to explain to us this amazing student project that depicts for us a refrigeration system. So, Mr. Geisz, I'll turn it over to you.
Hello. So we have this refrigeration project here that students built. Show the evaporator section as actually written in the words HVAC-R, which stands for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. And as you can see right now, it's frosted up pretty good. The reason it frosts like this is there's no fan to bring your heat to it. So because there's no airflow over it, it just freezes up. And once it freezes up, we can't have it freeze forever and keep getting more and more frozen. Sure. So we have a defrost time clock in the back here that we're going to manually operate so you can see it defrost. Right here is our condenser system. These parts are actually on all of our equipment. They're just seen in different ways. So right now we're going to show the defrost. You want me to do that at this
absolutely.
moment? All right. So
can't have frozen pipes, right?
Yeah,
those are bad for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can see all the
Look
frost.
how frozen that is. Woo.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to turn this on. You're going to actually hear the refrigerant's going to shift through this valve here, and it's going to go up through there with the hot refrigerant to defrost it. So you can hear the flow of the refrigerant. And it's going to take just a second here for it to get flowing through there. But once it starts flowing through there, you're going to start to see pretty quickly.
Look at that.
Here it is, defrosting completely down to
condensation.
Nothing. Yeah. And then
look at that one.
Yep.
Wow.
We got the condensation already coming on there. And what we don't want it to get too hot because we don't want whatever our products are to spoil. So we need it to be able to turn off at some point so that it won't heat up too much. So we actually have temperature sensors that read the line's temperature to make sure it doesn't get too hot. Once it gets to a certain temperature, it'll shut it down and won't let the hot refrigerant go through anymore.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And the greatest part of this is that the students made this, that this is a student-led project. These are the kinds of things that go on at Mercer County Technical Schools that make us second to none. Thanks. I really appreciate you doing this demonstration for us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
You got it. Check out our students as they participated in our fall festival. Many of our staff and students dressed up for the day to come to school. And then that evening, we all celebrated together with an indoor movie night. Enjoy.